sleep. And it'll give you poo skimples. Well, a story about Cinderella, who lived in a big park, Alice. And she lived there with her mapstuther. You know mapstuther.
Yeah.
And her two sisty uglers. I'm dying up here, Jimmy.
Oh, yes.
And they made Cinderella do all the wordy dirk. You got it? Okay. While they sat around cheating auchlets and magging magazines. And one day while Cinderella's in the kitchen, flopping the moor. Oh, the two sissy uglers came in and said, "Guess what? The Prancing Hens is throwing a fancy fall. And we're invited. It's too bad you can't go." So Cinderella went back in the kitchen with ears in her ties. And she was just about to see a frickin' when suddenly there was a winding flash of flight. And standing beside her was a beautiful berry. And Cinderella said, "Who are you and what do you want?" And the beautiful berry said, "I'm your berry fudguther." So Cinderella said, "May I go to the bar?" So the fairy waved her magic wand, and instantly Cinderella was transformed into a dancing hootie. Well, she had a long white gap and sound, and a necklace of poopies and whirls. And on her shirt were two tiny fast lippers. Now the fairy said, "You may go, but you must promise me home by midnight." And so she was off, and soon she cast to the camel. That came to the castle. So she jumped out, and the first two people she ran into were the two sissy uglers. But she was so beautiful, they didn't even cinderize Reckignella. I'm dead. So they introduced her to the Prancing Hens. He says, "May I have this chance? You're so beautiful. You remind me of Beeping Slooty." He was just about to ask for her married handage when suddenly the stroke started to strike 12. So Cinderella banned from the roll. But as she did, one of the sash clippers slipped from her shut. So the Prancing Hens picked it up and he said, all I have to do is find the woman who slipped the slipper sets. And I'll go with him up long and fug. So the next day he went from house to house. You can't turn that around. So he came to the sin where Housterella lived, knocked on the door, and who should come but the two sissy uglers. He says, "I'm looking for the woman who slipped the slipper sets." Well, of course, their beat were too fig. Then it was Cinderella's turn, and guess what? The clipper pitted perfectly. They were married and lived happily ever after. That's the end of the story of Cinderella, but you see, there's a moral to the story. If you ever go to a fancy fall and need a Prancing Hens, don't forget to slop your dripper.